Need to know now.
This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
Hey, I'm here for the big show.
This guy, Todd, does he make you laugh?
He's funny.
He's amusing sometimes.
It's kind of a big show.
Okay, boys, hit it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, you can't see me, can you? Well, that's the magic of radio, baby.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on National Radio Day. Happy National Radio Day to my co-workers Parker and Ron and Will and everybody. It's our day to shine. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Yeah, that's what I said. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And speaking of which, I did post this earlier today on my Facebook, but I am going to play it tonight in celebration of National Radio Day. If you ever wanted to hear what a baby DJ sounds like, and when I say baby, I mean, I wasn't a baby. I was like 14. And I was playing radio in my bedroom because I wanted so badly to be a rock and roll DJ. And I made tapes of it. So all these years later, I can embarrass myself publicly on my own show. See, I was planning ahead for this. I was planning ahead. So we'll listen to that a little bit later on in the show. We've got some weird naked guy news. Idiots with guns, why thruples are never a good idea, and they never work out. Also some food news, and yes, it is Wing It Wednesday. And we've got some folks, Pastor Adam Forbes and Pete Schmidt. They're coming from Free Zion Lutheran Community Church. They're having a community festival. So they said, hey, if we bribe you with some wings, can we come on? And I said, well, sure. I'm always open up for a bribe when it comes to wings. So that's coming up on Wing It Wednesday. The first thing I wanted to get to tonight, and, you know, this has sort of become, I think to a certain extent, cliche, where people in the media, yours truly and included, and others that you see, there seems to be this attack on Gen Z. Right? We've all heard this. Like Gen Z kids are lazy. They're unmotivated. They don't know what they're doing. All of these things. And I've sort of come to think that that's a little too harsh because first of all, it's not their fault, right? They didn't parent themselves. The parents parented them. So if there's some sort of shortcoming, I would put the blame mostly on the parents. Also, every generation has said that to an extent about the generations that come after them, right? The boomers said that about Gen Xers. The millennials got all kinds of grief. I remember. It just seems to just go on and on and on. I bet the greatest generation, which is the generation of the early 20th century, where you're talking World War II, you're talking Depression. They probably had a lot to say about the boomers, right? Those hippie boomers, those troublemakers. So I think sometimes it's overblown. Where am I going with this? Well, I'll tell you. I saw a new poll today that was put out by a company that creates resume templates for people to use. And they did a poll where they talked to folks about Gen Zers entering the workforce. Now, Gen Zers, we're basically looking at anybody under the age of 27. And I would like to know, because I know we have a lot of business owners that listen to WHIO radio. I meet them all the time. They listen to the station. I'm curious if you have ever encountered this. According to this poll, and they talked to about 831 people. Now, agreeably, that's not a huge number, but if you do these types of polls and you know statistics, you can kind of use those numbers and come up with some fairly solid facts. Over 3/4 of Gen Zers say that they have brought a parent to a job interview. 77%? Is that possible? Now, I don't know that the number's that high, but I have heard this before. And I think we've even talked about it before, but just sort of in passing. Like maybe there was some sort of story or, something flew across my social media and I saw it and I brought it up. But this is a poll. More alarming, 79% admitted that once they get their job, their parents continue communicating with their managers. Is this even possible? Well, I guess it's possible, but is it even close to being accurate? And the only way to really answer this unscientifically on this show, because this is a very unscientific show, is to hear stories from business owners who may have encountered this. They say that in these situations that parents often are communicating with their managers, routinely asking for promotions, pay increases, and days off on behalf of their adult kids. I'm finding this difficult to wrap my mind around.
This is for grown adults.
This is what it says. This is what it says.
I can see it if you're like a high school kid, right?
Maybe,
but even then.
But when I was in high school, I had 2 jobs. My first job was at Ryan Soccer International in Centerville at the Cross Point Center. And then my second job, after I got fired from there, was at Fry's Soccer Shop, which was located, they had a location in Inglewood and one in Beaver Creek. And I worked there until I went away to college. And in each instance, the only thing that my parents did was drive me. In fact, I was probably driving at the time, so they probably didn't even drive me. Was I went and got the application. It was just like a standard application. You can find them online. And took it home, filled it out, dropped it off. That's it. Now, I may have asked my parents questions like, what should I put here? Or what do I write here? Or, I don't have any job experience. I had 3 jobs. I just forgot. The third one was Smiley's Golf Center. But there again, all they did was drive me there to get the application. So these researchers surveyed 830 working Zoomers to determine just how involved mom and dad were in their job search, interview, and post-job relation, I guess. When parents attended interviews, 40% of Gen Zers say they sat in on the interview. Has anybody experienced this? And I'm talking to 3 people here, 3 groups of people. I'm talking to business owners. I'm talking to parents who may have done this. And I know that we have some people in their 20s that listen to this show. I've met them. They've called the show. Have you done this? Do you have friends who've done this? That's crazy. 75% of Gen Zers, according to this poll, say that they put their parents down in references during their job search. Your parents are not a reference. They are just not a reference. I got a text today from a niece of mine asking if she could use me as a reference. Now, I'm, maybe because of what I do, there might be a little bit of clout there. I don't know. And I said, of course I'm going to help her. Sure. But she's never worked for me. I mean, I'm not going to, talk bad about her or anything. She's a good girl. She's a bright, smart person. So she's going to get my full support. But she's never worked for me. Here's more. 63% say that they had a parent submit job applications on their behalf. 48% had a parent complete a test assignment for them. And 41% say that their parent handled an initial HR screener call. Are you kidding me? And the thing is I don't know if the numbers are this high, if the percentages are this high, but I have a feeling that there is some truth to this. Because I've had to hire young people in the past. I had a whole team. They were street teamers. And these were often this age group. And I will tell you that some of them were not well equipped for working, well, anyway. Coming in, the interviews were just, it was like we were meeting for, I don't know, coffee or something. It was just very, very casual and maybe, I can see myself doing that, that kind of thing. It's like, in all my interviews, it was never like that. Never like that. So I'd just be curious, if there's parents out there who will admit that, yeah, I'm not talking about helping your kid, fill out an application or show them how to create a resume, because a lot of those skills you learn as you go. But has anybody really gone and sat with their kid in a job interview or talked to the manager and negotiated a salary or a wage? That is crazy to me.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
That is, I'll just run this down, the rundown. 31% of Gen Zers had a parent write their resume. 77 brought a parent to an interview. 53 had a parent speak with a hiring manager on their behalf. 45 regularly have a parent talk to their current manager. 73 have their parents help complete work assignments. And 57 have brought a parent to their current workplace. It's it's crazy. Well, Jeffrey, yeah, and that makes sense, right? I mean, my dad came to my place of employment when I've told this story before, when I worked at Smiley's Golf Center, and he and a couple of my friends took shots at me when I was driving around in the little driving range cart picking up golf balls. But that's different. That's different, right? Yeah, that's just crazy. Well, and Melody, I did the same thing for my son, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not talking about, helping him out, picking him up, dropping him off. They don't drive, they don't have a car, they live too far away, they can't walk there, whatever. But I'm talking about like the kid coming home and saying, "Well, my manager yelled at me for doing this," and then the parent going to the manager. It's like, no, that's not your job. Your kid has to learn to deal with it. And I'm not talking teenagers, by the way. I'm talking adults. If your kid's working someplace and they're still in high school, 16, 17 years old, I guess I can maybe see a little bit where the parent would be more involved. But, if you're 22, 23, whether you went to college or not, and you're working someplace, your parent shouldn't be within 20 feet of your job. I think the next time I'm up for a raise, I'm going to bring my mom. I'm going to have my mom call in. Yeah, we never heard back from the grilled vegetable text.
The latest on the Epstein grand jury files. We'll have that for you at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, got this survey that says 77% of Gen Zers in this poll, admittedly, only 831, asked, brought a parent to an interview, a job interview. 53% had a parent speak with a hiring manager on their behalf, and it just goes on and on from there. So I'm wondering, any Gen Zers out there, have you taken a parent to your job interview, or job owners or business owners, have you had that happen? I don't know when we're up for raises here, but next time I'm calling my mom in. I'm going to have her give Nick Roberts a call and say, hey, look, buddy. Abigail in North Miami Valley. Hi, Abigail. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Thanks for taking my call.
No, of course. So have you seen this before?
Well, I think I'm guilty.
You think
but
you're
I didn't mean to be.
Oh, you think you're guilty, but you didn't mean to be. So explain yourself, Abigail.
My son is 16. So does that count as Gen Z?
No. Well, they may be Gen Z, but I was just talking to the folks on the live stream. I think if they're still in high school, the parent does have to advocate for them a little bit, depending on certain things. But you know, they need to be in the interview by themselves. They need to learn how to conduct themselves and speak for themselves, you know.
Well, he got in trouble for not showing up to work.
Yeah.
And well, we were gifted tickets to Chalet at the air show.
Mm-hmm.
And then while we were there, he got a text, and it was from an unknown number, and it said, hey, the door's open in 15 minutes. Are you coming?
Oh.
And he's like, Mom, what is this? I said, oh, that's a scammer call. Just ignore it. And so then that number called.
Yeah.
Mom, they're calling.
Oh,
well,
no.
Let me have it. So I pick it up. I was like, hey, what's going on? You know, this is, so and so.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you coming? The door's open in 15 minutes. It was, he works for a pool.
Oh.
A municipal pool.
So
apparently
he was on the schedule and didn't realize it or something.
Yeah. And
well,
like,
that's different.
Can he come? Can he make it? I said, we're here with people.
Yeah. I got
you. He can't come. So, and then I felt so bad about the situation because it was like I got him there and all the whole thing. And
right.
So I ended up texting.
That's I got to run here, Abigail. I got the news here, but I hear what you're saying. That's a little different. I'm talking about like showing up at a corporate office and saying, here's my son or daughter. They're here for the interview. I'll be sitting in with you. Yeah. Has that happened to you? I mean,
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up. Double D. Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Live.
I would, Zach, that's exactly how you handle it. 100%. 100%. You have to wait outside. If that's not an option, then the interview's canceled and, sorry. I mean, because here's the thing. It's like if this Gen Zer can't handle themselves in a interview, how are they going to deal with customers? What are they going to do? They're going to be working. They're going to be confronted with a customer who's displeased with something. Are they going to be like, hang on, let me call my mom? Oh, wow. do 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 do. Yes, you did, Kelly. That age, I wouldn't let him out of my sight.
What happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour? We'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk. WHIO.
Don't hesitate to call.
You call me. You better call me.
Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you.
You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So I've got this survey. They took a poll of a bunch of Gen Zers. And what they've determined is that 31% of Gen Zers had a parent write their resume. 77 brought a parent to an interview. 53 had a parent speak with a hiring manager on their behalf. 45 regularly have a parent talk to their current manager. 73% have their parents help complete work assignments. Really? Oh my gosh. 57% have brought a parent to their current workplace. And I have a hard time believing some of these numbers. I think they're a little high, but I don't doubt that this is happening. And according to the story, they talk about it being a trend. And my question is, if your child in their 20s goes to a job interview and they need you to help speak on their behalf, what are they going to do when they're in the job, if they get it, and they're confronted with a customer or a colleague or somebody who might be displeased with something? Are they going to be like, okay, all right, hold on. Mom, I need your help now. Is that what's going to happen? Oh, man. So I'm curious if anybody's experienced this. If you're a business owner, have you had, parents show up with their kids? Rich in Springfield, what's up?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good, Rich. What's shaking, man?
Good deal. Hey, man, I appreciate your show. Love it.
Thank you.
Every day traveling home from Troy, I love your topic. Hey,
appreciate that.
I want to add to the dysfunction here. So we're a manufacturer, a food manufacturing company in Troy, Ohio.
Okay.
And I kind of wish the parents would come to some of these interviews.
Really?
Because then I can look directly at the source of the
right
kid coming in with his flip flops.
Yeah, I get it now.
Backwards.
Yeah.
And say, what the hell is going on here? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There needs to be something that, I mean, we're we pay very well, and the whole deal with the kid's not getting it. I've actually sent some of them. I told him, I said, I'm not going to hire you. First thing I said, I'm not going to hire you. And he's like, why? Whatever. And I said, look at you.
Yeah.
I said, go home, take your hat off, put some shoes on, put some slacks on, and a decent shirt.
Yeah.
And come back and we'll talk.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't
ridiculous.
I don't get it. And the only thing you can say, and I said this at the beginning of the show, is you have to blame the parents, because
you have to blame the parents.
I mean, I guess, kids are so influenced by their peers that maybe they think that's the way it is, and that, but they should know better. They should know that it's not the way it is. It may be the way it is in their little circle, but that's not the way it is in the rest of the world. And I sometimes, and I my wife, she's a millennial. I'm a Gen Xer. She's a millennial. And I sometimes, when I go on these kind of rants, I tell her, I said, I sound like the old angry guy, back in my day, that kind of thing. But I really feel like this. I feel like this, Rich, is that there was certainly a difference in generations between like boomers and Gen Xers. There was a difference there, but I don't feel like the drop off was that deep. Right. I just feel like there was some things that were different, but now I feel like my generation, which is sort of becoming the boomer generation, the older generation, if you will, the older folks, the drop off between us and the Gen Zers is like Everest. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's this huge difference.
I'm a Gen Xer just like you. I think we're about the same age. And, kudos to my parents. They held me to a higher standard. They were held to a higher standard. The gaps are, I think, the enabling from the schools. They got rid of a lot of the home ec stuff.
Yeah.
How to write a check. We still have checkbooks.
Right.
You don't know how to write a check.
Yeah.
God forbid use a phone that you have to dial.
Yeah. A landline. What's that? Yeah.
So I don't know. I just it's frustrating for us at the plant where I work, and it's just you weed so many people out to get one person.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's a waste of our time.
Right. And the problem is, and Rich, I appreciate your call. The problem is that eventually the standard is going to go down, because if you can't find 10 top quality candidates for whatever job, you're going to have to put somebody in there. So then you end up with subpar candidates, right? And it just perpetuates itself over and over and over. You can coach some people up, but some you can't. But you still need bodies to do what needs to be done. So I'm always careful when I talk about these things, because I don't want to sound like the old angry guy on the radio. But I've noticed this. It's like a serious thing. I've noticed this over time, that it just seems to me that the quality of service and whatever it might be, it could be fast food, it could be at a department store, anywhere. It just seems like it's going lower and lower and lower and lower. And I'm like, well, when it hits rock bottom, I'm not going to be here. Right. It's people my age and older, 20, 30, 40 years, we're probably not going to be here. But I just feel like that's what is happening. That's what is happening. And it's been happening for a long time. And I don't want to make it political. I don't do that, but it's across the board. It's not one group's fault or the other. I don't know. It's just crazy. All right. Well, today is National Radio Day. I need something to light the mood here. And let me just say, I love doing my job. I love the fact that I get to do my kind of show on the station that I grew up listening to in the town that I love. So I feel tremendous. I just feel a tremendous sense of gratitude for the folks that listen to WHIO, who put up with me and my silliness. This is a very different kind of show than what people were used to listening to on WHIO radio. And I'm sure there were some people wondering, well, is this going to last? Well, it's lasted for a bit now, and I'm grateful for that. And you might have heard me talk about it or others talk about it, seen it on WHIO.com. Last week, both myself and Larry Hanskin were nominated for National Marconi Awards for Medium Personalities of the Year, which is a huge honor. And I said this before, and I've said it to other people off the air. I'm pulling for Larry. He's been here forever. He's an icon. He's one of the pillars at WHIO, and it would be great for him to win. I've only submitted a nomination application twice, and so hopefully I'll have other opportunities. But the point is that I've always wanted to do radio. That's all I've ever wanted to do. So I feel lucky that I'm doing it. So as a little, I guess, I don't know, piece of audio candy. This is when I was 14 years old playing radio in my bedroom. And it just goes to show that you always got to start somewhere. And this kind of ties into what I've been talking about. You gotta find your own way. You can't have mommy and daddy there helping you. So here we go. This is me at 14. Gird your loins.
Here's Chicago, but you are the inspiration. This is Todd Hollst.
Music's a little loud.
Here's Mr. David Lee Roth and those California girls. Mr. Murray Head. One night Bangkok.
I still play some of these on the Eagle, by the way.
Here's Foreigner with Islands and with Others. This is Todd Hollst rocking with you.
I didn't have a voice processor, so yeah.
Here's the Neutron Dance, the Pointer Sisters. Ow. Here's Huey Lewis and the News with the heart of rock and roll. Yeah, that was Huey Lewis and the News with the heart of rock and roll. Here's Gloria Speedwagon with Can't Fight This Feeling.
Oh my God.
Got Mike Reno and Ann Wilson from Heart and Loverboy. They're gonna come at you right now with If you could tell me the song that they made famous from the movie Footloose, I'll give you free tickets to the Rush concert.
By the way, that was Almost Paradise. That was the name of the song. And no, I didn't have tickets for Rush. It was just me playing radio in my bedroom. Because like I said, it's all I ever wanted to do.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Well, I appreciate it. I didn't play that to garner your compliments, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Just fun. Here's another one. I've played this one before. Let's see. Where is it? Here we go.
Serving my universe. Where we can sound the best to do. Z93. It's a rocky weekend in the 18th caller at the touchstone. Picks up a whole mess of rocky stuff. It's really cool. This is Fast Start Simpson. Here's 4 hot songs in a row with no talk. Z93. Z93.
they're going to announce the winners in October.
Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Football Hall of Famer's son won't be playing basketball for UC this winter. We'll have the latest at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Now, to get back to this show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Question, is your dog fat? You have a tubby dog? Well, help is on the way. Apparently, there are some pharmaceutical companies looking to use some of the same weight loss technology that they use in Ozempic and Wegovy, and they want to create it for dogs. So if your dog's a bit plumpy, you can start injecting them, maybe within a year even. Kimberly and Eaton, what's going on, Kimberly?
Hey, Todd.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. So what's shaking?
So I was at school today, and the librarian lady asked the kids who has a radio. So she told them about it being National Radio Day.
Yeah, and I guess nobody raised their hand.
It might have been limited.
Yeah.
She had to specify. We're not talking about Alexa.
Right.
Actually, a radio.
Yeah. That's a problem. That's a problem for the industry, not to get into the weeds, but that is a huge problem because more and more people are streaming now than they are, that have radios in their house. In fact, I didn't have an actual radio that worked in my house until about a year and a half ago. Because everything I listen to a lot of radio, but I do it on my phone, Sure. Yeah. But, and of course in my car. But it's really important to have a radio in your house because when everything, comes crashing down.
When we go back analog, man.
That's right. You're going to be missing that AM and FM for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Kimberly. Thanks for that.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Yeah. That's the truth. That's the truth because, and we talk about it when the weather's bad. You lose power. Guess what? There's no Alexa. Your phone dies. There's no iHeartRadio app. There's none of that. You need an actual AM, FM radio.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
T-double-D.
H-double-L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Clinton, that is an interesting dog story. I love how he kept going back to it. And that his name is Jizzle. Yeah, Kelly, I remember that. That was that UC basketball? Okay. Wouldn't it be something if he ended up in Dayton? Do 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 do. D D D. What's up with your death airspace? think he means sudden, but okay.
And on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk. WHIO.
You want the radio on? Okay, I see we need to kill 2 hours.
Who is this clown?
First name, Todd. That show, off the radio?
Do you listen?
He makes me laugh.
You can hear for yourself.
5 o'clock every day.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, Todd, you got off the couch today. So we're gonna give you just a little bit of praise. A little bit of praise just for you. Well, you actually got off your couch today. You know we gotta give you praise. Sing that name. Sing that name. Oh, Todd, we praise you.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Coming up after 6:30, it is Wing It Wednesday. And that little show open there with the choir singers, that is perfect because we are going to have Pastor Adam Forbes and Pete Schmidt in from the Free Zion Lutheran Church. They're having a community festival September 6th. So they're here to talk about that. Am I reading that right? Where's my... Hang on for a second. It's Zion Lutheran Church, not Free Zion Lutheran Church. They're having a free community festival. That's what it is. So anyway, they're going to be here after 6:30 to straighten me out and tell us about that. 937-457-1290 is the number. Parker, could you hop on for a minute? I just heard that story that Ron Otto had about the UC player.
Yes.
That he's he played for UC last year, and his name is
Jizzle James.
Jizzle James.
Yes.
And his dad was NFL Hall of Famer
Edrin James.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, was there ever did the audience or the crowd ever chant his name? Jizzle, Jizzle, Jizzle. And if not, why not?
I don't know. Not sure.
That's interesting. But he's no longer part of the UC Bearcats program.
No. Nope.
And so that means he's available.
He is, yes.
Huh. Maybe the Flyers could jump on that.
Who knows?
I would love to hear the chant Jizzle, Jizzle, Jizzle over the broadcast with Larry Hanskin.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. That would be that'd be kind of cool. Jizzle, Jizzle, Jizzle. We should try to get that make that happen. I mean, he played against Dayton last year, right?
Yeah. He's played against the Flyers. Yep.
Huh. So it's just something to think about. While I got you, I want to mention this. We talked about this last night a little bit, but I want to really try to promote it and get it going so people know what's going on.
He's getting psyched up for a big game.
Let's really try to win this one, hey, boys?
Everywhere I turn, football, football. Let's talk football.
So beginning this Friday night here on WHIO, it's season number 2 of our high school football coverage. And unlike last year where we kicked off Todd's tailgate party at 6:30, and I just chatted for a few minutes with you, Parker, and Ron Otto before you guys called the game, we've taken it to the next tier. We've leveled up, as they say, and the Todd's tailgate party is actually going to start at 5 o'clock from each of these locations.
Yes.
I'm going to be doing my show live.
Yes. So like a real tailgate.
It's like a real tailgate.
Yes.
In fact, this is how cool this tailgate party is going to be. Last week, my wife and I, Mary, we were trying to think, how can we make the tailgate like a real tailgate. And we walked into a Goodwill, and guess what I bought for $13?
What's that?
A set of cornhole boards.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. And so we're going to have that. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have, I'm going to quiz you and Ron Otto on trivia.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I've got all kinds of stuff planned, and I want people to show up, and come to the booth and say hello. I'm looking for a hype man. I'm looking for a hype woman, a hype gal that can come out and hype up their teams. We're going to put them on the air. We're going to have marching band music. I'm hoping to hook up with the cheerleader. Well, I'm looking to have cheerleaders on the show.
Okay, that's better.
To come and do cheers. I mean, this is going to be huge. This is going to be a party.
Yeah.
That's what I want it to be.
You'll be right outside Skyhawk Stadium there in Fairborn, right front and center. So
I saw that. So the first game we're going to be at Fairborn.
Yep.
And then we're going to be traveling to next week. It's Eaton, then Germantown for Valley View.
Yes, and let's keep it a surprise.
Oh,
the rest of the schedule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's keep it a surprise.
Okay. All right. We are going to my alma mater, though.
We are at some point, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, it kicks off this Friday at 5:00, Todd's tailgate party. So if you happen to be where we're going to be, your school, your community, maybe you haven't gone to a high school football game in a long time.
And if you want to go to a high school football game, this is the one to go to. They got a fancy new stadium there in Fairborn.
Yes.
I was out there earlier this week taking a walk around, and it's gorgeous. So if there's a game to go to, it's this one.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Parker. 937-457-1290 is our number. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago, we were talking on the show about this zoo in Denmark? They made international news by asking the public to donate small animals so they could feed their predators in the zoo, because they're trying to replicate what these animals in the zoo, what their life would be out in the wild. So instead of them just feeding them, I guess meat from the butcher or wherever they get it, they wanted to feed them actual animals. And this has caused some consternation for a lot of animal lovers throughout the world. Now, this isn't like, for the people there in Denmark, it's not like, I'm really tired of my cat. You can have my cat. That's not what it is. And then it's not, the cat is going to have to run for its life and try to flee these giant predators like lions and tigers and bears. That's not what it is. First of all, any donated animals are going to be euthanized and then fed to the animals. So they're not going to feel, they're not going to be ripped apart there at the zoo. And what they're looking for is, pets that maybe are ill or don't have long to live, that kind of thing. Well, this is the first story I saw since that story broke, that a Danish woman has donated her daughter's pet pony to this zoo in Denmark for the lions to eat. Her daughter's pet pony. Now, mom says the pony does not have a great life. She says that the pony is suffering from a form of eczema, like some sort of skin problem. And that is the reason why she's decided to donate daughter's pony. Now, to be fair, the daughter is older. It's not like a 10-year-old, right? This isn't a 10-year-old's daughter or a 10-year-old's pony. But that's a little odd to me. Little odd. And I'm assuming that it is going to be animals that are on their last leg, so to speak. But I just wonder if there will become this will become a thing where people are deciding that, well, we're tired of our pet and we want to get rid of it. So we're just going to donate this to the zoo and let them do with it what they choose. Because there's a part of me, and I don't know much about veterinarian science or anything like that, but if there's animals that are sick, should they be eaten by other animals? That's weird to me. Very weird to me. But that's what's happening there at that zoo. They made all kinds of international news with that. And a lot of pushback. So we'll see if they continue to do that.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D.
Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Now from the.
All right, I'll be back. Got to get my guests. All right, let's see here. What's that? Yeah, we're in a commercial break, but my mic's on, and so the people on the live stream, they like to listen in, and I sometimes talk to them during the commercial breaks. So the show keeps going. Or sometimes I just keep my mouth shut and I don't,
A brand new donut shop opens soon in Beaver Creek. We'll have the latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Come on, back to the show. The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. As someone who used to work at the high school library at Beaver Creek, I've always been very careful to make sure I return all of my library items on time. I am a stickler for things that are overdue. And whenever I see one of these crazy stories about overdue books being returned years and years later, it just makes me laugh. This was down in San Antonio. So there was a book down there that was checked out in 1943. And it was by the woman who checked it out, got it from the San Antonio Public Library, and then she moved to Mexico, and she took the book with her, and then she moved back, and then her son inherited all these books, and then he died, and then now grandson finds this box of books and finds this library book that was rented in 1943 or checked out. So he sent it back to the library with a letter saying that this is what happened. And it's just kind of interesting to me that a book all these years later would be returned. Now, the question that everybody asks is, do they have to pay a fine, right? Well, this particular library doesn't charge fines anymore, and a lot of libraries have done away with that. But if they had, back in the day, back in 1943, the fine was 3 cents a day. That would be, with inflation, about 56 cents in today's money. Not counting inflation, that fine would have risen to $900 from today back to 1943. If you adjust it for inflation, that's $16,000. That is one heck of a library fee. Now, you might be thinking, well, is that the oldest book that's ever been returned? And the answer would be no. There's actually a book in the Guinness World Records that was returned in 1956 to the Sydney Sussex College, University of Cambridge in England. The book was checked out. You ready for this? In 1669. Yeah. So a couple hundred years. And then finally, somebody found the book and returned it. No word on whether or not they paid a fine on that. I'm guessing they did not.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D.
Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO.
So, yeah. So here we are. And because here's this, sometimes I leave the mics off when I have guests in here during the commercials because I just like to talk.
Yeah.
And it's not really anybody else's business, but I get all kind of grief from people on the live stream. They're like, "Why we want to hear you guys? We want to hear you guys." So here we are. So how long have you been a pastor?
I've been a pastor for 10 years. So I'm on 10 and a half, I guess. 11 this November, and then have been at this church at Zion for 4.
Okay. All right. Cool. And it's on Munger Road.
Mm.
All right.
Yep. Just kind of where West Carrollton, Marine, Miamisburg all just kind of come into almost literally come together at that intersection, light at the intersection at the corner where our church is. So.
Right. Awesome. So Pete, are you the event guy? Is this your baby?
This is my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is our 4th year.
Okay.
And started kind of as a little vision. In fact, Adam, why don't you?
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk. We're going to talk more about this on the air. I'm just sort of trying to get some general dialogue going here. Just But have you been a member of that church for
about 15 years?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Very cool. Are you both from here originally?
My wife and I actually met in college at Wittenberg and Springfield about 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
We moved around for a while, lived as far east as Maryland, came back to Cincinnati area, and then came up here. So it's kind of we're not going anywhere for a while.
I got you.
So
yeah. Yeah, my grandfather used to teach at Wittenberg
Okay.
many years ago. Yeah. I think he retired before I even came along.
Yeah. I mean, it's good because my wife's famous Cincinnati. My family's just north of Columbus, between Columbus and Cleveland. So it's a good in between. But
yeah. Well, that's cool.
I'm from all over.
Yeah.
I met my wife in St. Louis at a family reunion back in 2002, and I followed her to Dayton, Ohio. She was a longtime psychologist here.
Oh, okay.
And, been here ever since.
So I have to ask, I guess family reunion might be an odd place to meet a spouse. It was like your 10th, 8th, 9th cousin or something?
No, it's my family reunion. This was Memorial Day, and my family reunion, and she was down visiting her sister. So
okay.
We brought into the same house together.
Oh, I got you.
And I was just bowled over, and so I just pursued her.
I got you. That's funny when you think about how that sounds. I met my spouse at a family reunion. I'm like, oh, okay.
First cousin.
That's funny.
Yeah, but Pete is Mr. Festival. Kind of when we started it 4 years ago, he's been the Energizer Bunny. I mean, there's been other people, and we've kind of added our core team, and a couple people have helped him along the way. So he doesn't do all of it, but like from the very beginning, he's been the little spark that got it all going.
You can't do all of it. You can't. I've done events for years, and it's impossible. You can't. Stuff falls through, and you can't be everywhere at once, and it takes a lot of people to put on.
And I've heard you go to a lot of live events out there and follow stuff, which is kind of interesting too.
Yeah. I try to go out and be out in the public and do my show, different places. Starting this Friday, we're going to be doing our Friday night show at football, like high school football games throughout the area. So we'll be out there. They'll set up the tent. I'll be doing my show live. I'll be interacting with folks that come by, and so
that's cool.
Yeah. I started doing events. Well, when I first started working in radio, probably I'd say the second job I had, I ended up as promotions manager. So that's one of those things that you do. Big events, small events, working with, different clients on events.
Jack of all trades.
Well, you kind of
a lot, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And I've done almost everything in radio that you can do. I've never been a program director of like a real commercial station, but I've always just preferred being talent, or being on the air. And the way radio is now, you have to wear many different hats.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with doing promotions. I love the creative aspect of it.
You have the voice for it.
Well, thank you. And I like working with clients and, trying to help them come up with promotional ideas and help their business grow. And, I do endorsements for a bunch of different businesses. And so. Are
you a native of?
I grew up in Beaver Creek.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm fortunate that I've never had to leave Dayton to work. And then that's not the case many times in radio.
Sure.
There are people that have been here for a long time, but they didn't start here. They came from somewhere else and they just decided to stay.
Yeah.
But I mean, the furthest I've ever worked in radio outside of the Dayton area was Troy. So that's not very far. All right, here we go.
All right.
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now who would like a cookie? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just got to wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just going to wing it?
I think I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and it is Wing It Wednesday. This is a opportunity for a local nonprofit to come in and talk about what they do, maybe promote events, fundraisers that they might be involved with, or just, the good works that they do and the communities that they serve. So before we get to our guest tonight, I just want to extend that invitation to all those nonprofits out there. I'm booked through September, but I have October and November and December wide open. So if you have a holiday event that's going to be coming up, please reach out. We'd love to have you in. And all it costs you is an order of chicken wings. I mean, how easy can that be? The broadcast waves airtime at WHIO is very, very expensive. For you to come in and sit here for a half an hour and talk about what you do, that's big money. All I'm asking for is like a $15 order of wings. It's a nice bribe, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So joining us tonight here in the studio, we've got from the Zion Lutheran Church on Munger Road here in Dayton, Pastor Adam Forbes and Pete Schmidt. So, gentlemen, thank you for being on the show tonight. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Pastor, if you get a little closer to the microphone, please. Yeah. Get right up and pretend you're up on the pulpit and you are preaching to the congregation, and you got to talk to the person in the last row.
All right.
You got that?
Gotcha.
All right. And first, we need to give a shout out to Milano's.
We do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They smell great. I've had their wings. They're wonderful.
Great wings, but I like their pizza even better.
Oh, yeah. Have you had the cheesesteak pizza?
I have
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Oh,
It's good, yeah.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Well, the reason you're here tonight is you have a community festival, a free community festival that's coming up there at Zion Lutheran Church on September 6th from 11 to 3. Why don't you tell us about what, well, first of all, why are you doing this, right?
Sure.
Sure, it's great community outreach and all, but it's free. So what's the story, Pastor?
Well, I think our main part, so this is our fourth year for the community festival. And one of my favorite parts of telling it is, because at this point, I'm just the cheerleader, right? We have all these volunteers. We have Pete, and just the group of the whole, almost a majority of our congregation having some involvement in this. It just came 4 years ago, post-pandemic. We're all trying to get into that new normal.
Right.
And we thought, we want to do something. The church has always been interested in serving their local neighborhood, local community. They said, hey, we want to do something. I was new there at the time. what do we want to do? And so one of our Sunday morning groups just brainstormed, and they kind of were like, hey, let's do a carnival festival kind of thing. And then looking at where we are, like geographically and socioeconomically, we have a little bit of diversity depending on which way you look down our road. And so we just thought we want to make sure everybody can come, can be accessible, can have a good time. And so let's just do it free. That was kind of one of our things at the beginning. It needs to be free, it needs to be fun, and if we can get some extra resources too.
And you mentioned before we went on the air where your church is located there on Munger Road. You're right, sort of close to where'd you say, West Carrollton, Moraine, and what was it?
Kind of where 741 and
Miamisburg.
I think we're on a corner, like a 3-way intersection, and it's like West Carrollton, Moraine, and Miamisburg all kind of.
Okay, so you've got folks that come to your church from all over that area, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're right at the tip of Miami Township, so we really touch just a lot of different localities.
Okay,
I got away from Washington Township. I mean, we're just close to everything.
Yeah. How long has the church been there? The history.
It's been at our current location since I think like the 60s. But it has been a congregation for this coming October will be our 205th year.
Wow.
Had been just I think a mile up the street.
Mm-hmm.
So
205 years.
Yeah. And here's the sad part, Todd. We're playing our 200th anniversary was in 2020.
Yeah.
Right. And we had everything planned for the whole year, month by month. And the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And every month we had to cancel.
Oh, man. Well, this is, but this could be sort of your belated, this, I think the community festival that you've been doing for 4 years could be the belated celebration.
I think so.
And it's the celebration that keeps on going and going and going. Now, Pete Schmidt, we were talking off the air that you are sort of the, as the pastor put it, Pastor Adam put it, you are the spark plug for this community event, this festival, this carnival.
Well, thank you, but one of many spark plugs.
Right.
It takes us to
but
go.
you kind of took the bull by the horns and said, hey, let's do this, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. It just started originally on a little walk around. We were just walking with our dog, and we said, we got to do something, and we brought it to our faith formation class, and they rolled with it, and we just did some brainstorming and brought it to council, and they said, yes, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
And this was in May, the end of May, when we the first year. We had to get ready for September.
So you did this big event in 3 months.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, the joke was we thought no one was going to show. We're like, what if no one shows up, right?
Right.
And the week of, we knew there were going to be 8 people because we had 2 families of 4 that will use our playground and our green space. And so we joked. We said, okay, we know we have 8 people, but we said it's already going to be a success just because we've reached out to community.
Sure.
A lot of community partnerships. And we ended up that first year having several hundred.
400 the first year, then went to 600, 800, and we're shooting for 1,000 this year.
Well, and that's how all events begin. You kind of have to start small and figure out what worked, what didn't work. And then you go back the next year and you tweak it and you keep tweaking it. And, it's never ending, right?
Exactly.
It's never ending.
Yep.
So we're hoping for 1,000 people this year.
Yes.
That would be great. That would be awesome. Like the first time you come on the show and boom, you get 1,000 people. That would be great. All right. So this is again happening on September 6th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and everything is free. Why don't you talk about, this is a huge list of great fun stuff that's going to be going on for families and kids of all ages and the whole deal. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Well, let's start with the food. We have great food. We've got real beef and pork hot dogs from Presto Foods.
Okay.
And Sloppy Joe's, and then all the fixings. And of course, we have free popcorn because what's a festival without
popcorn? You gotta have popcorn.
And then we have a live band, the band Back at It, and they play 70s, 80s, and 90s cover. They're great.
So something for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we have
not just Fog Hat all the time.
No, not all the time. No, and they're very good. And we have many, many games, including pickleball, miniature golf, disc golf, gaga ball, target soccer. Plus, we have our own games that we originated. We have a rocket shoot.
Go ahead.
Where the kids make the rockets up and then they shoot them out of the rockets.
Okay. You mentioned something after pickleball. What did you mention?
So that was miniature golf.
Okay. I know that. What was the next one?
Disc golf.
What was after that?
Okay. Gaga Ball.
That's what I was trying to get at. What exactly is Gaga Ball?
So I like it. Our youth really enjoy it. It's kind of I don't remember if it's like an octagon shaped, kind of like a wall. It's about waist high.
Okay.
And it's kind of like, then you get in the center of that, and then there's a ball, and you just kind of, it's like a little bit of blend of dodgeball. If it hits you just below the waist, no headshots. And then it's just, kids love it. Like every
Really?
year, we've used it for all of our other community events, and like as soon as we have it, kids are in it.
Parker, my producer, is nodding his head. Have you played Gaga Ball before?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never heard of Gaga Ball.
It's been a while since I've played it, but yeah, it's a good time.
Huh. I'll have to find it on YouTube. I've never heard of Gaga Ball. It sounds like something a baby would play. I mean, it does.
Kids love it.
Kids love it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that just shows you how out of the loop I am. All right. So we've got you got the games.
Yeah, so then we have tons of prizes, over 200 gift cards.
Oh, wow.
Every 30 minutes, we draw numbers. Everybody gets a ticket when they come in.
Nice.
And so we draw for drawings. And then we have, let me see what else here. We have a hayride, goes to a scavenger hunt.
Oh, that's cool.
Everybody gets a prize at the scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
We have a huge craft area featuring a 4-hour Lego build and many other crafts. We have an animal kingdom. We have pony rides, a petting zoo, and Metro Parks is bringing in a bunch of different animals, and I hope there's a lot of snakes.
Oh,
we're
really?
not really sure. I'm not about
Really?
that. Yeah.
Are snakes a good thing to have at church? I feel like there's a.
I mean, it's outside.
Right.
And of course, the talent.
Oh,
Can't forget
yes.
the talent. So for the talent, we have a Ranger Rick is going to be blowing the balloons. He's the clown.
Okay.
And we have Doug Nagel, the magician. We have a Hall of Fame juggler, David Kane. We have
There's a Hall of Fame for juggling?
There is a Hall of Fame.
I did not know that. That's wild.
Yep. And we have two face painters.
Okay. All right. Boy, I mean, you've got and you're going to fit all this in 4 hours?
Yeah.
It's a continuous
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
And you forgot my favorite part, which is the free. We have we looked at our list when we were planning this morning. I think over 100 dozen baked cookies. So it's not just those you can buy off the shelf. It's like church ladies.
These are
baking
homemade.
Cookies. Yeah, all
well,
free.
those are the best. I
All
mean,
free.
the church, anything food related from a church lady is usually a home run. Am I right?
That's for sure. Yeah.
Wow. And then there's new also this year. Guess the Acorn game.
Yeah,
now, what is that?
So we have two new games. Guess the Acorn game. There you'll see boxes of acorns, and everybody gets a guess. And the two closest.
Oh, how many acorns are in the
boxes? And the two closest each win $100 bill.
Oh, wow.
And we're also offering $200 for people as they exit the thing. They're going to sign up for that.
Yeah.
So we're in total, we're having over 650 cash prizes.
You know what we should do? We've got here on the show, we have one of our mascots is Edgy, the Evening Edge Squirrel. And I've got a goofy squirrel costume. That would be a great opportunity for one of our employees here to go out there as Edgy.
That would
be and man the acorn contest.
If you have an intern, that would be perfect.
That would be so great.
I do have an intern. Let me see if he's available.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I'm going to quote you on that one.
All right. So
the other thing we have is many community partners, because that's an important part of this thing, not just the fun for the games, but that we want to help people. Like we have a mobile clinic from Premier Health. So if anybody has any needs there, they can check it out. With Montgomery County is sending their services van, so they can, if they have any issues with anything to do with that,
with the city or with the county or whatever, they can maybe find some
benefits
help
and stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
First responders. And then the best thing is so it's free, but then also any donations, then we give right back out to West Carrollton Food Pantry.
Ah, excellent. All right, hang on. We got to take a commercial break, and we'll come back and we'll rehit some of this and get more details on this. This sounds like a really great event, something for everybody at Zion Lutheran Church on Munger Road in Dayton, September 6th from 11 to 3. It's a free community festival, and we'll talk more coming up.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
T-double-D.
Double-L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All right. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it was a little quick there. Well, good job, man. That was great. You got a lot of stuff going on. Holy cow.
We do. It's people. I think people are really surprised when they comment.
Yeah.
How much there is for them.
Yeah. Well, look, you keep growing. Each year you get a couple hundred more. I mean, you're eventually, it's also a lot of word of mouth too. People are like, hey, we had a great time with this. You need to come. So
yeah, absolutely. We've been experimenting with different advertising.
Right.
We always come like to you, for example. And
sure.
We do door hangers and street signs and just all the different type of stuff.
You on social media at all, like on Facebook?
Facebook.
Okay.
Eventbrite, DayLocal.com, all the next door, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
Instagram, all that. I think our passion behind all of this is, we know where we are. There's some apartments, there's a variety of housing, but there's not a lot of accessible green space. And we have actually a good amount of property and green space. We saw it's a fun way just to like hang out with our neighbors. It's not as intimidating as the formal Sunday morning stuff. And it's just, checking off all the boxes and fun time.
Trying to find your page here on Facebook. Let's see, I'll give it a follow and let's see. See if this is the right one. Nope, that's in Lima. Let's see, where's this one? That's in Minnesota. There's a lot of Zion Lutheran churches.
That's right.
The popular name.
Yeah. Let's see here. Date. Zion Evangelical Lutheran. Okay.
Yep. I think so.
Is that it? Yep, there it is. Okay. All right. I'll give it a like, and then there's the thing for the community festival. I will share this right now.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll get us over the 1,000. Here we go.
Cool. All right. Shared.
Appreciate it.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great if you could get over 1,000. Bingo. Yeah, you can't have a church without bingo. It's just kind of
and that's free too.
Yeah.
I guess the thing, we did a $1 per card last year. We thought, let's just keep it simple. And when, we have increasing the list of community sponsors and partners, so we just make it all free, keep it simple.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's awesome. All right. So when we come back, we'll only have like a couple of moments, like maybe a minute or two. So we'll just we'll hit the date and time one more time. I'll mention that I shared it on my Facebook, and you can get more details. And then thank you guys for coming in. And
yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Free again, Todd.
Oh yeah, it's fun and free. That's right.
That's what kind of makes us a little bit unique from other festivals.
Yeah.
Everything is free.
Yep.
And we're able to do that because of our. We have 37 community sponsors this year.
That's awesome.
And something for everybody too. We know they're or older people, or just even if they live by themselves, or young families. Literally, it's just everybody. I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's actually true. Like there's literally something for everybody. I mean, we even created a couple spaces just quieter, intentionally quieter.
Yeah.
So if people get overwhelmed by the size, then we have space for them too.
Well, if nothing else, you can go out and just. I'm sure they can take their folding chairs and sit and watch the band, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can do that for 4 hours on a Saturday afternoon, free music. Why not?
Yeah.
Of course, we always pray that there's no rain.
Well, sure.
It's rain or shine, but
Yeah.
the idea of moving stuff inside and doing that is
Yeah.
But September is the driest month of the year, so far.
Yeah. You should be. Yeah. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't remember many weather issues. I mean, there's been a few, but
I think last year it was cool and super windy, but knock on wood, we've we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Will these fall-like temperatures continue? We'll have latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst at 1290, 95.7 WHIO.
All right, we got to get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just got to wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just going to wing it?
I think I'm just going to wing it.
Just wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Closing moments here of Wing It Wednesday. Here with Pastor Adam Forbes and Pete Schmidt from the Zion Lutheran Church on Munger Road in Dayton. They've got a big free community festival. Free and fun. And, there's a lot of stuff going on at this event. It's 11 to 3, as I said, September 6th. And, gentlemen, thanks for coming in. You have anything else you want to add before we wrap things up?
No, I mean, literally something for everybody. We have a long list. You go to our website and you can have the full list and literally something for everybody. Food, games, it's free.
Yeah, and I just liked your church on my Facebook, and I shared that event.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so if you're looking for more information and you want to see exactly what they have, just as the pastor was saying, check it out. You can check it out on their Facebook or their website, whichever. And there's a ton of stuff going on, and I don't know how you're going to squeeze it all in 4 hours, but you're doing it. So excellent. And thank you for the wings for Milano's.
And thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Oh,
Todd.
of course. Good luck with your event. All right, folks, there you go. That's the show. Thanks for listening tonight. Don't forget, you can get the podcast at eveningedgetodd.com and all your other favorite podcast platforms. And if you want, you can go back and watch the live stream on Facebook and YouTube, and I'll share that with you gentlemen. So if you want, you can share that on your page, all right? Well, have a great night, and I thought this was a pretty good show for National Radio Day. Yeah? We'll talk to you tomorrow just after 5 here on the Evening Edge.
So that's it?
I'm afraid so.
That was exciting.
But I've heard enough of this weird crap. We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all for tonight, folks.
All right, we'll see you next time. So pull the plug already.
Everybody, thanks for watching tonight. Have a great one. See you tomorrow.